Thank you.
So please continue, perhaps Miss Alerta. I apologize in advance for my wrong pronunciations of your names. It is my first time for pronouncing it.
It's very
so
good.
Please.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, all. Before introducing myself, I would like to express my appreciation to this great job you are doing, organizing such an activity, which I am sure will be a great guidance for us of all. I am Alerta Basha from Albania, and I am a teacher at Agricultural University of Tirana, teaching statistics, business statistics, and demography. I hold a PhD in economy and rural development policies. I have published several articles and conferences and participated in national, international, and I have completed international course in Wageningen, Netherlands, etc. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alerta. Miss Anna? We can hear you. Please turn your microphone on. Good morning.
Nice to see you all. Well, my name is Anna Buhalioti. I'm a lecturer at the marketing department of the Faculty of Economics in Tirana. I hold a PhD in marketing and a master degree from Lauder Business School in Vienna. I have been a visiting scholar in different European universities, while also I'm serving as a higher education expert for the Albanian Higher Education Agency in reviewing the accreditation of Albanian education institutions. I'm happy to be part of this project, and hopefully I will join the team. Thank you.
Thank you. Perhaps next one on my list or attendees, Mr. Salvatore, please.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
To introduce myself, I want to express my gratitude and for this great opportunity. I think it's a really good level up of my career. So I obtained my PhD title the last 19th of March in food and agri-food technology and biotechnology in University of Modena and Reggio Emilia. Before I started the PhD, I had some experience in different universities, such as University of Pisa in Italy and the University of St. Petersburg, in which I start to acquire experience in bioinformatic analysis, especially in genomic and metagenomic analysis. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Federico?
Here I am. I hope you see me. It's fine.
Great.
Okay. So I'm also glad to be part of this project, and I hope I will be granted the opportunity to join the University of Maribor. In this moment, I am a researcher in the University in Trieste. I hold a PhD in contemporary history at the University of Teramo in Italy. Okay, and I published in several languages, also in maybe also in Slovenian in the near future, but so far I published in Italian, English, and Croatian, and I also collaborate with the university in Zagreb.
Thank you. Miss Iona?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Iona Curie. It's really simple to pronounce. I am from Albania, like the other girls, Anna and Alerta. It's very nice to be here, and I am very thankful for this opportunity, and I really hope that it goes well. I have obtained my PhD in general chemistry. It's been like 8 years that I'm working as a teacher in chemistry. I got my PhD in 2018. I have done some research. I have published a lot of documents, as I can say it this way. I have participated even in national and international conferences. I have been awarded as student grants during my PhD or when I was a PhD student. It was very nice, and at least I got the knowledge and the opportunity to finish and got finally my PhD in general chemistry. For the moment, I'm working at the private university in Tirana, where I am a chemistry lecturer in inorganic and general chemistry. And I really, really hope that maybe I will be part of your group in Maribor University. Very nice to meet everybody.
Thank you. I think that I'm sorry now if I will change the gender to someone because I can see the face. Madhurila, please, can you introduce yourself? Good morning.
My name is Madhuri Thapade. I'm from India. I have completed my post-graduation in physics, and I have carried out my PhD work in interdisciplinary and some partner chemistry. I have also awarded for the Erasmus Mundus Fellowship. I also choose the City of Maribor, Slovenia, where I worked for nearly the 22 months fellowship was got, but I worked for nearly 1.5 years for that fellowship under that Erasmus Mundus. Now I am very much I have carried out my nanomaterials and related to that part. I have published some of the research papers on that part. Right now, I am as an assistant professor in one of the institute, the higher educational institute in India. So this is a very good opportunity for me to carry out and again to continue to work with the city of Maribor and Slovenia and to be a part of this group. I hope I will grab this opportunity. Thank you very much, all.
Thank you, Madhurila. The next one would be Ms. Rahma. No. Great.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Morning. Great. Thank you. We can hear you now.
My name is Rahmabit. I am a doctorate in chemistry from University of Sfax, Tunisia. My research is about the synthesis and characterization of zeolite applied in the selective catalytic reduction, and I hope that I continue my research in this area. I really love to have this opportunity because I really would live and breathe this role. And thank you.
Thank you. Now who is left? Mr. Ben? Ben, can you hear us or can you turn your camera and microphone on? Perhaps someone else is behind the name Ben. Okay, then we can continue with our super.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Great. Now we can hear you and see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm happy to be a part of this meeting. My name is Ben. Ben Abikoe. I'm joining you from Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. I'm at the moment awaiting the examiner's report on my PhD. I work with a set of researchers at the University of Maribor on renewable energy integration to industry and residential apartments. So focusing on solar thermal and heat pump. Precisely, my co-supervisor of my PhD thesis is Associate Professor Lydia at the Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering. And I have published several papers with her and Professor Kramvaya. So I'm looking up to postdoc opportunity within Europe, and that will be my focus within this workshop. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben. Perhaps we can continue now with our supervisors. First one on my list is Dr. Iztok Podbregar. Please, the floor is yours. No, perhaps later. Dr. Gorazd Bajc.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning to all. My name is Gorazd Bajc from the Faculty of Arts, University of Maribor. I'm a historian, and also I'm the Vice Dean for Science and Research at our faculty. I will be supervisor for contemporary history. I'm very glad to see that we have here the historian Federico Tencamontini, with which I collaborated a lot in the past, and I hope in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lydia Julia Volmayer-Walch. Perhaps the floor is yours. Can you hear us? And we have also Mr. Gregory Zernik with us. Can you introduce yourself from our medicine faculty?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Turn your camera on if it's possible for you.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Welcome.
I'm Gregory Zernik. I've recently completed my PhD on the topic of prediction of anti-TNF response in Crohn's disease. Essentially, if a patient will respond to adalimumab based on biomarkers taken before therapy. I wish to continue this field as it's very important with the development of biological drugs. And today I'm mainly here to see how to successfully submit an application for Marie Curie.
Thank you, Gregor. Can we continue with Dr. Julia Volmayer-Walch? Can you hear us? No? Please keep your cameras on if it's possible for you. It's easier to work in the group. And Dr. Lydia Frazemlic, can you introduce yourself, please? Great. Your mic is off. Microphone is off.
Okay, now can you hear me, Brigitta?
Great.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay. First of all, I would like to apologize that I was a little bit late. I have some other meeting with University Maribor, so I'm sorry. So my name is Lydia Fraz. I'm coming from the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, from Laboratory for Processing and Characterization of Polymer Materials. And our main expertise is to preparing the functional, multifunctional, and smart polymer materials, where a big emphasis is given on medical devices. So we prepare colloidal formulation as multifunctional coatings that can be applied or integrated in different polymer materials to prepare different medical devices. So this is shortly. I was in the contact with Iona and another girls with zeolites. So I hope that both could be integrated in our department. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Who is next? Dr. Martin Bellet.
Perhaps may I, in the sound of Istok Podbregar, sorry, he has another meeting with director of university and he will get in touch a little bit later on. Sorry for interrupt.
No problem. I wanted to mention that he is the dean of the faculty and I can only imagine how he is busy with all the phone calls. Yeah. And it's really very nice how personally involved he gets with all his applicants and postdoc researchers. It's really nice of him and it's really nice to have him with us today.
Thank you. He'll get in touch later
Yes,
on.
please let him know that he can drop in with his mic and camera whenever he feels it's most appropriate for him, because I know his time schedule is really tight. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Dr. Martin Bellet, if you're with us, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. I'm actually not trying to become a supervisor. I'm actually trying to become a researcher, but I wasn't able to join the meeting on Wednesday, so I came today. I am from the University of Maribor. I teach Middle Ages, the history of the Middle Ages here. I was trying to get the project last year. I failed, so this year I'm gonna try again. I'm here to learn as much as I can. That's all I can say.
Thank you. And perhaps once again, Julia Volmar-Valch, if it's possible for you to introduce yourself in the moment. If not, then I am sure that they will all who were not with us at this moment drop in later, so we can always get their introductions. Please, Stoyan, the floor is yours.
Yeah, once again, thank you for invitation and welcome to all of you in this video meeting. So I'm quite sure, as I said before, that our meeting will be successful, and my primary goal is to transfer to you all of knowledge and experience I have regarding to the MSCA postdoctoral fellowships application. And I also would like that our meeting would be very interactive. So in this regard, I have already sent you my presentations. So and I'm quite sure that you had a time and looked at them. So after my short introduction, I would like then to ask you to tell me which part of my presentation would be most interesting of you, because as you see, the topic is very huge, and there are really a lot of dimension which have to have in mind. In the beginning, I would like to say that Marie Skłodowska Curie calls are very competitive. So there are very strong competition. For instance, last year, 11,000 candidates try to get funds, and only 1,000 succeeded. So I think that there are a lot of possibilities to get these fellowships, but you have to invest a lot of time and a lot of your passion to learn and to see how to write a proposal. So one thing is your scientific knowledge, your novelty, your innovation, your originality, your idea you would like to follow. This is one thing, and I couldn't help you in this way. So you have to follow your state of the art, your internal scientific method, knowledge, and so on. But there are also other part which is also very important. This is the context. So your research you have to put into the context, and you have to prove that your idea is relevant, and you have to prove that you are relevant for future scientific career. And this is somehow very difficult, and I would like to bring you some ideas, some tips how to write your proposal. And if you allow me, now I would like to show you my first part of presentation, but I think Brigitta, I don't have permission to do that. Please do that in your Microsoft team. I can't share my presentation at the moment. Okay, now I think that it will be possible. Yeah. Okay. I hope that you see my presentation now. Is it correct? Oh, thank you. Thank you. So my introductory part have a title, MSCA Under the Horizon Europe, Postdoctoral Fellowships. You heard that I'm national contact point, and my main role and goal is to advise you and inform in any level of your interest. So I also would like to encourage you to be ambitious and to prepare your proposal the best as you can. And I would like to say that success rate for Slovenian applicants were raised during the last year. So the applicants are better and better, and this is the good sign. Especially our universities, and University of Maribor, I think, is in a good track to get most relevant postdoctoral fellowships. At this moment, I would like to inform you that you have a very good luck, because the Slovenia has also the seal of excellence. This is the instrument of European Commission, which is devoted to all applicants which will get more than 85% So they are officially nominated as excellent researchers, but because the money of European Commission is limited, the Slovenian governments would fund you. So each year we funded more than 10 researchers, and so I hope that this is one of the reason which will give you another courage to prepare your project successfully. I would like to say you that I, as an NCP, I'm a part of a family of NCPs all over the world. The majority of them are from European Union, but there are also in the third country, and so if you need some help from other NCPs from other countries, I could also manage this. And well, here is the web page of my wider family, and here you can find a lot of useful information. For instance, some success story video and some frequently asked questions. You can look the statistic, and there are also handbooks with tips how to write your proposals, and there are also some video webinars presentations from last calls. You can see them to see the best way of the preparation of your proposal. I would like to say that under the Horizon 2020, this call was named individual fellowships, but now is changed to the name postdoctoral fellowships. At the beginning, I would like to remind you that MSCA stands for Marie Skłodowska Curie. She was an outstanding researcher, 2 times was laureate of Nobel Prize, and so the public call of European Commission, MSCA would like to incorporate a lot of features, a lot of good characteristic of Marie Skłodowska Curie. One of them is, of course, the excellence, interdisciplinarity, transfer of knowledge, education, and very high ethical attitude. So all of those features are incorporated into Marie Curie call. So, and here we are at the structure of Horizon Europe. This is the new program for the next period, and you see that Marie Skłodowska Curie action is under the pillar 1. The pillar 1 is devoted for excellent science. That is mean that the scientific knowledge and basic research are the preconditions. So so you have to be on the top of the state of the art. You have to be familiar with your specific research area, and so this is something what is requested here. So you have to be the top researcher. Your PhD thesis have to be excellent, outstanding, I would say, and for this postdoctoral fellowships, you will show your ambition, your ambition that you would like to upgrade your research career, and you need to become a mature researcher with very good ideas how to resolve the future scientific and the global problem. So I would say that this is very, very important, that you know that that this is the excellent science, and this is also mean that the topics are not predefined, so it is bottom-up process. So all kinds of research activities are welcomed here. But on the other hand, we are talking about excellent science, but we are talking also about the relevance of this science for society. So this is the other part, which is also very important. As you see in my presentations, there are three main criteria. One is excellence, the second one is impact, and then is implementation. So when we are talking about impact, we are talking about the impact of your scientific knowledge to the world. Impact also, of course, impact to you, to your scientific career, but the most important is impact into the society. You have to find some correlation and connection between your scientific topics to the societal challenge. So this is the very, very, very important issue you have to know. So the next slide is just to see that Marie Skłodowska Curie actions are very, very, very popular in Slovenia. So the grantees from Marie Skłodowska Curie actions are on the 3rd place. So we are more or less familiar with this mechanism, and during your preparation we would like to help you as much as possible. We have also a group of Marie Curie alumni researchers who had already got the Marie Skłodowska Curie grant, and they are willing to serve you as tutors if you like. So I think that this offer is very important. And here you see the numbers of universities and institutes which were popular in Marie Skłodowska Curie action. So in the beginning, it is very important to know that Marie Skłodowska Curie action is umbrella of different calls. One of them is postdoctoral fellowships, which we are talking about today. So here is the call calendar. You see that the estimated opening date for postdoctoral fellowships will be 27th of May, and it will be closed in 15th of September. So it's a quite huge time, but I would like to remember you that the preparation of such kind of documents is very demanding, and you need, I would say, more than 3 months of full-time work. So rather more. So please take a time and start with preparation as soon as possibly. Even that there are only 10 pages. There is only 10 pages of content, of course, there are more pages, including the administrative and all other formal information you have to put into the preparation. But the 10 pages is of content, and you need to really time to put wisely all of this stuff into the all formulations. What is also very important is the recognition that Marie Skłodowska Curie actions are the most prominent EU call for improving your research career. So and this is the reason why the competition is so huge. So if you will get Marie Skłodowska Curie actions, then the doors will be opened for you for ERC grants, for professorships, and for your future research career. So the primary goal of Marie Skłodowska Curie actions are highly skilled researchers, and to prepare you for the labor market. In this point, I would like to say that it is very obvious that all of you will not get a job into the academic sector, but also the preparation of your scientific career for non-academic sector is very important. More than 70% of all PhD postdoctoral researchers will get the job in the non-academic sector. So this is the opportunity to also put all of this, all of your aspiration about your future employment into the postdoctoral fellowships proposal. This is, I would say, very important. You have to know, as I said, it is a reference program, and that means for you that you have to show your highest ambitious as possible. So you have to show that you are the right person to solve the actual scientific and societal problems. So this could be the fil rouge, the main star you could follow. Well, you have to know, and maybe you know, that Marie Skłodowska Curie actions are not just research projects. It is also the training through research. So it is individual project, of course, but it is not only research project. So in the preparation of this project, you have to write not only research plan, but also the training plan. And this is very important, because the training plan have to be complementarity with the research plan. So you have to find skills and knowledge you needed through your future research career, and during your postdoctoral fellowships at University of Maribor, you can learn and train for additional knowledge. Here, I would like to say that one very important things, namely these projects have to be interdisciplinarity. So your PhDs were mostly disciplinary oriented, but postdoc postdoc at Marie Skłodowska Curie action have to be interdisciplinarity, and this is I would say this is very demanding, very challenging, because you are now as a doctoral researcher, you are specialist in your specific very narrow field, and now you have to go ahead. You have to find links with other disciplines, with the neighborhood disciplines, which could touch your specific research topic in a very challenging interdisciplinary manner. This is very it is not easy, and you have to find a way how to do that. And for this reason, the training in some other discipline could be very important. For instance, if you are historians, for instance, and you would like to do some qualitative research with, let's say, with interview, and you never do the interview, you have to find a link with sociology, which are sociologists are experts regarding the interviews. So you have to learn and train for these skills. And there are, of course, other skills, not only scientific skills, also we say transferable general skills. For instance, communication. Communication is a very crucial part of your scientific career. If you would like to transfer your knowledge to non-academic community, you have to be skilled how to transfer your scientific terminology into a general speech, and maybe some other skills are also necessary for your project. Let's say intellectual property rights. If you would like to make a patent, you have to got a knowledge from this field. So there are many other skills, or for instance, how to organize scientific conference, how to write a competitive scientific article, how to write a book, and so on. So I think that there are a lot of issues you have to learn through your postdoctoral fellowships. And I have already mentioned interdisciplinarity, and the other part of this collaboration is intersectoral collaboration. So as I said in the beginning, Marie Skłodowska call is basic science, but you have to find a way to transfer your basic knowledge into society. So you have to prove in your proposal that your basic ideas will be transferred to the society. And for this reason, inside the fellowships, I will explain you later, there are two instruments which are very popular in this regard. First is the secondment. So during the 2 year of your postdoctoral fellowships, you have possibilities to go for 1/3 of the time of your fellowships. You have a possibility to visit through secondment some other institutions. For instance, if you are in university in Maribor and you are working in the field of history, but you would like to go into some archive which are located in Berlin, let's say. So you have possibilities to go to the Berlin for the 1/3 of your fellowship's time, and you are working in the archives in Berlin. For that reason, you have to find supervisors also in the archives in Berlin to let you into the archives. So it is a very good instrument. And then is the something new. It is the placement. So after the finishing your 2 years fellowships, you could go to the non-academic institution for half a year, and European Commission will pay you for that, because you would like to transfer the knowledge into this organization. So I think that this is very important. And maybe one thing which is also very important is management. As you see, implementation is very important evaluation criteria. And the management in this regard means that you are able to show the evaluator that your scientific ideas and your plan could be manageable. So you have to show in your Gantt diagram how you will perform your task. And this is not an easy job, because evaluators knows how many time you need for each task and if you will not devote enough time towards this Gantt diagram, and they will see that you are not good manager. So in this regard, you have to enrich your knowledge also in this regard. So as you see, the complexity of Marie Skłodowska Curie action is a very huge. Here are once again named key features. All of them I have mostly mentioned before. One of them which is also very important is correlation between you and University of Maribor or with host institution. So there have to be some complementarity. So you will come to University of Maribor because you have a strong feeling that in Maribor you will find good researchers, good research equipment, and good knowledge. But this is not enough. You have to find also the possibility that you enrich the University of Maribor. So I'm quite sure that you personally have a lot of knowledge and skills which would be of benefit for University of Maribor. And this is very important. And this is the dimension you have to put into your proposal. So the best way how to do this is to find a way with your supervisor. I would suggest you your integration into the teaching process, into the university. I think it is the best way to show that you have a knowledge and skills which University of Maribor value very high, and also organizing some seminars or conference or roundtables in the field where you are experts. So you see here the structuring impact or organization through excellence program. This is very important evaluation criteria also. And if you will show that you have some skills and knowledge which would be of benefit of University of Ljubljana, this would be very important. And as I already said, the collaboration with industry is very important. Not only with industry, but with all non-academic sector, with public sector, with NGOs, and so on. So through this collaboration, you have to prove your transfer of knowledge to the society. So please have in mind all of these key features, which are very important. I believe that all of these features are very demanding, very challenging for you, especially, as I said, intersectoral, interdisciplinary collaboration is very important, and you have to pay a lot of attention to this dimension. One of the things which is also very important is putting your specific research topics into the policy context. So you have to show that, as I said, that your research is not important only from scientific point of view, but also from societal point of view. So you have to find some policy document, European document, national, regional, or also institutional policy strategies which will show that your topics are relevant for society. So make a reference to the EU strategy here. So I think it is important, and you do that in the first paragraph of your proposal. For instance, Green Deal. Green Deal strategy is at the moment very popular, and I'm sure that you will find it is quite easy to find some links with some topics with Green Deal. And then we have global development challenges from United Nations. So there are a lot of I say global strategies which tackle your specific research, and you have to make connections. And as I said before, you have also find some connection with education. So it is not only research, it is training, but also you have to be part of the higher education process in University of Ljubljana, of Maribor, sorry, and for those reasons you have to design a plan with your supervisor how could be the best way to integrate you into the regular higher education process in University of Maribor. So this is very important, and it is highly evaluated from evaluator. Maybe I have said enough about management. Maybe some words about supervisors. Supervisors are very important, and it is becoming even more. because supervisors have to be, the first person for you. So you need to work with supervisors on a daily basis, and weekly. You have to have a formal meeting where you will analyze the previous work and plan the future activities. So the supervisor have to be a super person, superman or superwoman. So they have to be someone who is, of course, very well known as a researcher. So they need that he or she has a reference. Bibliographic records is very important, and also the experience with supervision is also very important. And of course, it is very important that personally you could cooperate. So I think that the supervisor is a very important person, and for that reason, the European Commission has recently published the guidelines on supervision, and I would like strongly to recommend you to read it carefully. There is a very in detail description the role of supervisor and the role of researcher and the role of institution, and I would like to recommend you to translate these theoretical guidelines into your practical proposal. One of the things which is also very important when we are talking on Marie Skłodowska Curie action is gender issues. Not only in the sense of equal role of men and women, but also regarding the topic. So your topics have to be analyzed, if it is possible, of course, through the gender perspective. Whenever is possible that you imagine that research results could be different if you are looking from gender perspective, please do that. So it is important. It is important that the gender dimension into the content of your proposal is up to date. There are a lot of literature you could find on the net. Especially European Commission published a lot of handbook on this topic. So it is important that you mention. But if you consider that there is not gender aspect which could be relevant, just write that there is no gender dimension. I have already said that this academia and non-academia collaboration is important, and as you already know, that the proposal have to be submitted electronically. Here is the funding contender opportunities portal. Here you will find all of the recommendation how to do that. It is not difficult. It is very easy. Here is the picture how it is look like. It was the last call for individual fellowships. Here is the list. Here is the list of some key resources and guidances. And if we will go now maybe a little bit more deeper into the postdoctoral fellowships, just to make some synthesis of what I have already said. the main objective is foster excellence. So the excellence is the main. So I would say the outstanding proposal is the main goal. So there have not been any room for mistakes. So you have to prepare your proposal perfectly, and this is the only way that you will have a chance to be funded from European Commission. So creativity and innovation of your idea, novelty of your approach is the most important. So the first thing is novelty, innovation, creativity, something new. So this is on your head, and this is something, intangible dimension, which you have to have it. It is the main precondition, and with your supervisor you have to nurture these novelties into the way that evaluators will see that this novelty is really relevant. Yeah, I have already said that all scientific fields are here available. Yeah, I said that this is the mono-beneficiary action. We have two types of postdoctoral fellowships. One is European and one is the global. Global is if your host institution is outside the EU or the EU member states. Yeah, and here are some. As you see, the organization, the University of Maribor have to be a host institution. That is mean that the preparation of your proposal is under the formal responsibility of University of Maribor, but the content responsibility is of course on you. So any nationality of is here welcomed. So the main eligibility criteria is that you have a possession of PhD at the call deadline. So this is something new. So in the 17th September you have to have a PhD. It is not requested that the PhD will be awarded at that time. You have just defended at the time of the call of deadline. What is also new, it is that you have to finish your PhD up to 8 years. In the last 8 years, you have to got your PhD, and there is of course some exception. If in these last 8 years you didn't work as researchers, so and maybe you were unemployed, or you are working at non-research activities, or maybe you were on maternity leave or somewhere else. So this time is not calculated. So it is possible that these 8 years is much broader, but of course you have to have a document to show that in last 8 years you not fully worked as researcher. And then mobility rule is also very important. This means that in the last 36 months, you are not being in Slovenia more than 12 months. So in the last 3 years, 1 year, you have not resided in the country of the beneficiary in your call, in your cases in Slovenia. So this is the precondition. What is also important is the duration. So it is 2 years for European fellowships, and as I said, it is optional addition for placement up to 6 months in non-academic European organization well, after the concluded your formal fellowships in your host institution. Also secondment, as I said. So if you will got if you will got your fellowships in University of Maribor, you could go. You can choose secondment in any organization worldwide, also in Japan or United States or whenever. What is also important, here is the calculation. So the contributions for recruited researchers, there are money for your wages. So you will be officially employed in University of Maribor for 2 years. You will get living allowances, mobility allowances, also family allowances, and also the institution will get some lump sum, let's say, money for research training and management, and for other indirect contribution. And the University of Maribor will be responsible for distributing this money. So you are not in charge to decide about this money, but you will of course got the money which will be devoted for your wages. So of course this is the all money, and then there are some taxes, and also I have to mention that there is a country correction coefficient which a little bit change these numbers. What is also very important for you is this is the official document of European Commission work program for Marie Skłodowska Curie action, and here is the all philosophy and all formal requested things you need to fulfill are in this document. So I would strongly recommend you to read it very carefully, and each sentence of this document try to transfer into your proposal. So each sentence in this document is very important, and here I have made some mind map which could serve you as a keywords, as a would say at something which will remind you that you couldn't forget anything. So some things are very could be a little a little strange. For instance, you have to write how your proposal would contribute to the European competitiveness, to the European attractiveness, and so on. But never mind. All of these things have to be somehow included into your proposal. And now we are mostly on the end of my introductory part. Here are the evaluation criteria which are the most important. So I think this is the main challenge for you. First of all, is excellence, then impact, and then implementation. And there are some sub-criteria, objectivities, how methodology, quality of supervision, some let's say reference on you to show that you are the right person for implementing these objectives. And then talking about impact, so the first thing is to show your ambition, your career perspectives. You have to show that you are very ambitious person and that you would like to become very mature, responsible researchers in the future perspectives. So here is very important to show your short-term and long-term research goals you would like to achieve during your life. So it is not easy. So you have to think a lot about that. And then you have to put a lot of things about expected outcomes and impact. I have already shown you in the mind map. There is the list of expected outcomes and impact. You have to concretize with your specific project. And then in the end you have to show, and this is also very demanding, you have to show how the concrete impact of your proposal will influence to the society. So you have to be very concrete here, and later on I will show you some concrete cases how to do that. And in the end, the implementation work plan is something very important, because you have to show the 2 years into the Gantt diagram, and you have to show how many time you will devote it for each task, and all things which you would promise into the part of excellence and into the impact. You have to show here how you will do that. For instance, not only testing the hypothesis, but also the communication with general public. So have to be included into the work plan, very concrete. So you need more or less a weekly plan for the next 2 years, which is very difficult, but you have to do that together with your supervisor. And in the end, of course, the quality of University of Maribor, of your host institution, is here very important. You have to show here that university, that you will be integrated with University of Maribor very actively, and that University of Maribor will support you in any kind of your professional and personal life during your fellowships at University of Maribor. the evaluation process is qualitative, so there are 3 experts. All of them will prepare individual evaluation report, and in the end, the consensus group will prepare the final evaluation report. So all of those criteria which are here will be very detailedly explained in the final summary evaluation report. There will be strengths and weaknesses of your proposal, and in the end, the evaluator will give you the grades. The grades are you know, if you have more than 90%, so it is possibility, is there are chance that you will be funded, but if you got less than 90%, roughly speaking, there is no possibility to get to be funded with European Commission. But if you will get more than 85%, you will get a label Seal of Excellence, and the government of Slovenia, Slovenian Research Agency, will fund it, your proposal for 2 years in University of Maribor. So this is, I think, all for the introductory part. So my main task was to explain you the main concept, the main issues, and so I would like to proceed now in this way. So I would like to ask you to have a discussion. I would like to ask you to show to tell me which part of this criteria and dimensions could be the most important for you. You have you have my next presentation on your table or your computer, so you know what I could explain you more into detail. And after those discussion, I would like to explain you those issues which is most important for you. So I think that this interaction could be now I think the most important. I could take an hour or two to explain you everything, but I think that it is more efficiently to go one by one to see which are your main questions, main ideas you would like to hear. And then we have a little break, and after that break I will try to explain you and to answer to your questions. And then I have prepared, I think that this is very important for you, I have prepared from each of you some example of summary evaluation report. It is anonymous evaluation report from the project proposal from last call. Some of them were succeeded, some of them were not succeeded, and I would like to ask you them to read it carefully. We will take a break for 1 hour, and after the reading, I would like to then ask you to explain all of them, all of us, which element of summary evaluation report was important for you, and what was the idea which you would like to implement from evaluation report into your proposal. So I think that in this way we could proceed very efficiently. So this is my idea, and now I will stop, and I would like to ask you to give me your reflection, your ideas, what would be most important for you for preparation of your successful proposal. Thank you for your attention, and now I'm willing to listen to you. Thank you. So, Brigitta, the floor is open for you, I think.
Thank you, Stoyan. I would like to give a floor to Professor Podbregar, who is now with us. So please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Brigitta. Dr. Solchan, I like to apologize for everybody because it's not my wish to be in a few meetings, but I had also in parallel meeting with the rector for some important issue for university. I tried to be present in this meeting and try to do. I read carefully material which you sent, and during the day I will be in 2 meetings, so separately here and separately there. But it's not meaning that this meeting is not important for me and for my candidate for that program. So I hope that you apologize and you understand my position in this moment. It was something urgent then, and from that case I participate there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Podbregar. Now I see another hand up. Just a moment. Dr. Bellet, please.
Yes, thank you. I have a specific question. When I was writing my project last year, I also wrote that I'm going to be away from I was going to go to Vienna, and I also wrote that I'm going to be away from Vienna for 8 months. I do medieval history, so I have to do research in other archives as well. And I wrote that I'm going to be away from Vienna for 8 months, and I was going to go to Innsbruck and Graz and Klagenfurt and so on. It's an absolute must in my case to spend some time away from Vienna. If I understood correctly before, you can go away from your official seat. My official seat would be Vienna, but in my very specific medieval situation, I would absolutely have to go somewhere else and gather information there. It's not really doing research, it's just gathering information. I hope that's okay. Nobody, the evaluators didn't dispute my specific suggestion pertaining to going away. I'm just making sure that that's not going to be a problem in the future. Since I'm correcting my text right now, this is what I'm doing right now, right? I'm not writing it anew. Thank you.
Thank you. Perhaps, Stoyan, would you like to add something?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe is better to be interactive as possible. Yes, there is no problem, but to work outside, but you have to correctly plan these activities in your proposal. But formally, the secondment is for 1/3 of your time. So 1/3 of your time you could officially spend outside your host institution. But of course, if the nature of your research activity is working on the field, not in the institution, it is appropriate to explain this, and for this reason I'm quite sure that the evaluator didn't dispute this
No, they
issue.
didn't. No, they didn't. I explained it, and nobody said anything about it. But just because it was mentioned before, I wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you.
It is clear.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next one who wanted to... Hello, do you hear me? Federico, perhaps you would like to explain your point of view?
Well, just I just have to pose a very technical question. In the third part of the proposal, it is the last one, not the most important one because it is just 20%, but still it's important and something to be completed and to be set convincingly. So my question is, as it is the part with the researcher is going to have his own computer and things like that, is it possible to have from the University of Maribor just some text to fill that part?
Thank you, Federico, for this question. I would like to correct you. You said it is minor part. Yes, it is 20%, but it is also very important. So if you will get 100% in excellent and in impact, but you will lose some points in the implementation part, you will fail. So please have in mind that all parts are very important. So the management part is also very challenging because of many reasons. One of them is because all of us think it is not important. I will do this in the last day. And also the place. So the number of pages will you don't have enough places in your proposal because you will put many things into the first and second part. So the implementation is very important because it shows that the consistency of your proposal. So as I said, you have to show that all goals and all targets and activities you plan in first and second part, you have to show when and how you will do that. So this is very important part. So this Gantt diagram and description of your work have to be very detailed. So not by the week, not weekly, as I said before, but so the Gantt diagram should be very very concrete orientation how you would spend your time in University of Maribor. So this is the very important things, very detailed. And also you have to put a lot of element of monitoring of your progress. So this kind of not supervision, but something more. So someone who is not supervisor, this is the University of Maribor, have to care of you and have to monitoring of your work and have to monitor your progress. And this is issues which have to be incorporated in this part. And as you said, the support of University of Maribor have to be very clearly described here, and for that reason, I'm quite sure that Brigitta will tell you and give you then later very detailed description how the University of Maribor could help you not only with general administrative, financial, IPR staff, computer and so on, but also with other support. So I think that this is very important. In the end, you have to make a list of research infrastructure of University of Maribor. You will choose it during your proposal. So I think that this is very important, and thank you for this question to clarify you. Maybe Brigitta, you would add something, please?
Yes, I will, at the end of this round, I will make a short presentation of our university where you can find all relevant information for your application. However, you need to choose those information which are relevant to your specific field and area. That means not all of projects, not all of infrastructure is relevant to you. So in this sense, you will just browse the web page and select whatever you will need to support your idea, and whatever support from the university, either from the staff or either from the infrastructure point of view, you will need to be successful with your research activity. Now I would give the word to the next one presentation, Ms. Anna.
Thank you. So in line with what you have just mentioned, I was wondering if we could find a grant advisor at the University of Maribor who would be willing to read the proposal, but also share some successful previous proposals. So are there any contact points that we could get some more expertise on writing the proposal?
The main expertise you will need is presented here for this specific type of the project call. However, I will be your main contact at the rectorate at the university. And beside of me, also my colleagues at the faculty level will support you with all information which are very specific to each of faculties. We will all support you as a team, so don't hesitate to ask either your supervisor, who you can contact at the level of the faculty, or I can give you also the list. Maybe this is the best way for administrative questions, of course. This will be your support network, so I think this information goes with all of you. And the research part, of course, is then your idea and your supervisor's guidance.
Anna, thank you. Thank you for this question. I think this is very important questions. So we are talking about individual projects, but it is not, in fact, individual. If you will do alone, you will not succeed. So it is very important to cooperate with your supervisor, with your friends, with your colleagues, and in your university and in University of Maribor. So I think that this is the very important dimension. So you have to share your problems, your ideas, your dilemmas with your scientific colleagues. So also with administrative stuff. So I think that this is very important, because you know, if you look by your with your eyes, you will not see everything. So this is very important. And I would also like to mention to inform you that also Marie Curie Alumni Club in Slovenia is willing to help you. Is willing to make some pre-screening of your report, of your proposal, of course, on the confidential basis. So researchers from Slovenia who had already got these Marie Curie fellowships are willing help you. So please contact me and tell me, let's say in June, I will have my first draft in the beginning of August. Could you find me someone who will read the pre-screen? So it is possible. Yeah. Also myself, if I have a time, I could read it. I'm not a researcher, so but I could suggest you some methodological point of view. So it is possible, and also please ask your supervisor to find let's say doctoral students or some assistant in University of Maribor to read your proposal, and those reflection could be very important. But of course, here is one very important precondition. You have to do this on time. So the majority of researchers do that the last minute, and the last minute is no way to do that. So, but now you have enough time. In the mid of September is the deadline, so you have time, and please use these opportunities you offer you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I see Madhurila has a question or would like to present the project.
I have some queries regarding, as Professor Strohan said about that we have to include the contribution to EU external policy. So what we have means what is expected in this. I didn't get anything for this.
Thank you. So I didn't hear you enough clear. So I think that you asked me what did I mean with external,
About
with
the
EU
external policy. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to know that EU is a big community, and there are a lot of policies and a lot of strategies, and one of them is of course the specific strategies regarding your let's say your topic, let's say Green Deal, industrial policy, environmental policy, human rights protection, and something like that. But external policy is also the policy documents of EU, where EU describes their policy with non-European countries. And if you are from India, so one of the strategic interests of EU is to smoothly cooperate with India. So you have to show that your cooperation with University of Maribor will bring the cooperation with EU and India on the higher level, because you will establish the scientific contact with the highly reputed scientists in University of Maribor, and you expect that University of Maribor will cooperate with India in this specific field in the next future. Let's say I just think you would like to become a professor at one of your university, and you will and you are coming in Maribor to learn about specific issues we have, and then you will come back in India, and from India you will of course cooperate with University of Maribor, because you will have friends in Maribor, and you will invite some professors from Maribor to come into your country and to maybe you will prepare some common research projects in the near future because you would like to resolve some global problems we had it at the moment. So this is nothing, well, let's say sophisticated, but you have to show that scientific operation will bring the political relation with EU and India more closer. So this is the all.
So one more question I am having.
Am I clear enough?
Yes, very clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
of
have
course.
one more question. Can I? Yeah. In the up to 8 years research experience, so we have to provide document. Maybe that will be if we are showing research paper, that is okay, or actual experience, research experience certificate we have to show.
Sorry, I don't hear you enough. Would you put your mic? Yeah.
Hello. In the research experience,
Yeah. Now is much better. Thank you.
Which document we have to show? The research papers are okay, or we have to show the exact experience certificate in that part?
Well, so you have to be concrete as much as possible. So you have to show that you have knowledge in this field, that you published a scientific paper, some research project, some cooperation. So whatever you think that will show the argument that you are experienced researcher. Please do not be general in this regard, but very concrete. Please write the scientific paper with title, with the name of journal or the conference. So be very, very concrete, because one of the most frequent weakness which evaluator put is it is too general described. So you have to be concrete. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome. Is there any issue which would like to discuss with us? Yeah.
Federico. Again, just a very specific issue in the second section, which is dissemination and so on. We are asked, or maybe it is quite useful to mention that we could give some lessons in courses held in the local university and so on. My question is the following. Sometimes I tried some application years ago in Croatia. It is actually impossible to set that the candidate is going to teach in the courses, because it requires a bit of procedure just to get it approved and so on. So can we mention that stuff, or it is not the case? This is the question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So your question is very, very relevant, and it is up to your supervisor and University of Maribor. So I would strongly recommend to your supervisor and to university to do everything to include you into the regular higher education process. I know it is not easy. I know that there are a lot of obstacles toward this, but the request of European Commission is here clear. We would like to bring European research area and European educational area much more closer. So if you will if you will put concretely that you will participate it as assistant or advisor on some seminars to the regular professor, to the regular students in University of Maribor, I'm sure that evaluator will highly evaluate this action. So it is not easy, I know, but because of the competition, the university did here everything to fulfill this request. So I think that this is very important, and I'm quite sure that University of Maribor is very flexible. This is not mean that you will become a full-time professor. It's not. It's just maybe once on a month or some specific seminar you will be part of them. So and also you have some skills to be some let's say co-supervisor for some students and so on. And so I think that this is very important. Yeah. And as you see, the integration into the host institution is not only the impact criteria, but it is also the excellence criteria. So in the excellence part, you have to show how you will enrich the University of Maribor, and this is the main way how to do that. In the impact field, is more how you will transfer your knowledge outside the university. So you have to find the way, let's say, how the museums and general public will accept your findings in your
Słyszycie, Stojan? We can't hear you. I'm just testing if you can hear me, at least.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure that Stojan will be back with us again soon. Here he comes. Stojan, you're muted. Now say something. We can't hear you again. Something.
What about wrong. Now is better?
Great. Perfect.
Oh, super. Oh, super. Perfect. Okay. Super. Thank you. Yeah. So I said that when we're talking about impact, it is the most important to show how your research funding will influence the auditory outside the University of Maribor. So how do you impact the, let's say, museums if you are historians, or general public? So I think that this is the important, and in this way also the communication with primary and secondary school very, very important. So I'm sure that for someone of you it's very strange that you have to take care for cooperation with primary and secondary school regarding postdoctoral fellowships, but this is the request. So I think that in your proposal you have to show how you will communicate to the lay person, to the general public, because the general public have to know what you are doing, and there have to be some ways how to promote, how to show the people in Maribor what you are doing, and why is this important for people in Maribor. So I think that this is it is a request, and you have to deal with this request into the impact section.
If I can suggest that we continue with presentations of projects, if no one would like to raise a question or something, and we can start with Alerta. Can you shortly present your project idea, please?
Yes. Okay, in the first, I want to do a special thanks to Professor Stock Prodbegar, who agreed to lead me in my project. The study areas is crisis management, pandemic outbreak, movement restriction for teleworking, COVID-19. Choosing a topic to research further was not easily, essentially, but I decided to take the risk and propose further what we all are talking about nowadays. Decide to look in depth how Albania, compared to other countries in the region, is managing the COVID-19 pandemic crisis, how it affected every day in life, in our life. The question is telecommuting going to be the new reality in nowadays? Because the situation is very difficult from pandemic COVID-19. I believe that is important to assess not only what measures governments are undertaking to face the crisis and minimize the risk, but also what I see the perception of public is regarding the solution provided. The pandemic affected the job market. A new way of doing business was introduced, and an assessment needs to be conducive also will be the new reality in the future, I think. Lost jobs or salary reduction affected their movement to cheaper parts or towns or country. I hope that my research will be an added value to those conduce affair in the area, but the demographic chose that is my subject. I study in the Agriculture University of Tirana. I think in the end, I chose the keywords for my project, that crisis management, pandemic outbreak, movement restriction, that is very, very important. Teleworking in this situation is important for all the people in the world, I think. And COVID-19, that is the situations of nowadays. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
yeah.
if I may intervene in your presentation, I would like to. So my first question would be how would you describe the state of the art? This is the very important. This is the very important issue because the pandemic is a very actual situation at the moment, and I believe that there is not a lot of theoretical approaches toward this. So I think that this is very critical issue. So having in mind the state of the art, you have to explain the state of the art. Of course, you have to show where we are now, and then you have to show what would be your contribution to the state of the art. So you have to criticize the actual state of the art and go beyond of the state of the art and show what you will improve actual state of the art. So I think that this is very, very important. I think so.
Thank you. Yes.
Did you have in mind this issue?
I want to bring new things with to explore the advantages and disadvantages of the pandemic outbreak in dimensions such as managing an economic crisis or business continuum strategy is a new elementary for telecommuting in reality, or restriction population movement and working to explore the change by COVID-19 has brought in my country and to compare with other countries, maybe like
Now the picture and the sound frozen.
Yeah.
Can I tell something?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yes, I will be I am proposed supervisor for this, and I agree, Professor Solchan, with you that need to be state of the art and mobility between and movement in pandemic time is some of the state of the art. But I will find solution with candidate together, and we will propose really some details which you mentioned, which is important for these things.
Yeah. Super.
Okay.
Thank you. I would. Yeah, please.
I suggest that we continue with presentations until Alerta recover her connection. Perhaps Anna, can you present us briefly your project idea?
Sure.
Thank you.
So I'm under the supervision of Professor Istok.
Sorry for the internet
as well. Oh. Shall I continue or
perhaps
I would like to?
Yes, Alerta, we just moved on with Anna's presentation, her project idea, and then I suggest to turn. Yes, no problem at all. Your supervisor intervened and explained several issues, so I would suggest that we can continue, and then you both can ask further questions if necessary. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Please, Anna.
So my scientific area is on marketing through crisis, and nowadays the main threat that is posed is the coronavirus crisis. So marketing through this crisis in order to balance risk and reward for international companies that are based in Slovenia. This is particularly relevant for international companies because they rely on their international operation mostly, and their well-being in the future and their survivors mainly depend on the international market rather than being active in the home market. So the purpose, as stated in the title, is to investigate how international marketers are reasoning and acting during this ongoing crisis that we are facing, whether they are taking a proactive or a reactive approach, and the aim is to help the companies prepare their business risk planning in case of similar situation in the future, and make comparative studies with other specific markets later on. The approach is interdisciplinary in relating marketing to crisis management and how the whole supply chain and client relationships are built during this crisis. So mainly the aim is really specific in the Slovenian market with the Slovenian-based international companies.
Okay, thank you. I would say very interesting. I think that you have in mind also the cooperation with non-academic sector, because I think the secondment in this field could be very useful to show the ability to transfer the knowledge outside the academia. Yeah, yeah. So I think that is also one of the issue which is very important is to attract to attract the evaluator on the first hand. So I think that the explanation, the main goal is the important. So and this explanation of the main goal should be on the introductory part. So you have to be how to say very attractive in this way. In this way, you have to show the scientific and societal relevance and relevance for upgrading the your scientific career and, let's say, Slovenian and from your country. So I think that this is very demanding for you. Yeah. And one thing you also mentioned is the risk management. Yeah. Risk management is also one of the evaluation criteria. So in the third part of management, you have to describe the risk of your research activities. So you have to explain which elements could be problematic to change. So you have to, let's say, you would like to go to the industry, but they will not open you a door. What you will do? You think that the interviews will be very good, but your partners are not able to explain you what do you mean. So I think that this risk challenges is important, and a lot of proposal, I would say more than 80% of all proposals had got negative evaluation remarks in this risk question. So I think that this is very important to put it. And also one thing I would like to ask you, the question of interdisciplinarity. How do you explain your interdisciplinarity character of your research proposal?
Crisis management is mainly related to the field of management, while this project investigates how marketing is related to crisis management in order to increase this field of study.
Yeah, but sorry, I'm not economist, but just guess. So this is also inside the economy scientific disciplines. Do you think that you will go
Excuse me,
of...
can I?
Yeah, of course,
I explain?
Please. Yeah.
Logistics, organizational science, and crisis management. There I see some interdisciplinary things, because this subject, marketing in chain of logistics, which is very important to be in continuing, is something which we will evaluate in that research also. Okay.
Yeah, fine. So I ask this question because you have to explain.
Yes.
I know
understand.
that you have in mind. I know that you have in mind interdisciplinarity, but you have to explain where is the interdisciplinarity.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So
thank you.
Thank you, Professor, and also to you, Anna. Very interesting, I think, proposal.
Thank you.
Thank you. So if we may proceed with Iona. Can you please present your project idea briefly? Thank you.
Iona, right?
Iona, right. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe I wasn't clear before. I got my PhD in general chemistry with the theme the production of nanocomposites from clay derivatives and the natural polymers. We were able to characterize the natural clays, Albanian clays, activate them, and then use them as a slowly drug release system. I get in touch with the Marie Curie Fellowship, and then I get in touch with the Professor Lydia. She was a big support. And we got an idea for the project, which one is going to be the development of colloidal system as green and efficient drug delivery system. Basically, we were going to develop multifunctional colloidal formulations, and we were going to be to study even the drug delivery coatings, since the multifunctional biomaterials play a major part in the shaping in the future of the advanced therapies and medical devices. The main scope of this project is going to be to use these systems as a coatings for medical device or in sanitary materials to prevent the threat infections or, the threat inflammations and even the infections. Since during the COVID situation, we get to know more about these infections and their impact in our lives. And we thought maybe this was going to be the main scope of the project. For the moment, I got some knowledge from my PhD, but with your help, I hope so, and especially with the help of Professor Lydia, we were going to develop these systems and use them in future. Of course, we are going to collaborate even with physicians, microbiologists, and chemists as well, or medic, of course. But we are open for new collaborations, and we really hope that this is going to be a very, very nice project.
Thank you very much. Very, very interesting. I think if I ask you the complementarity between your knowledge and University of Maribor. So is there something what is very, very promising for University of Maribor?
Yes, of course. To be honest, during my PhD, I got to use and know a lot of spectroscopy of our materials, or maybe even, as I can say, even preparations or even the characterization of these products that have been produced. We had to use a lot of instruments, but a lot of them I didn't use, and I don't, maybe I don't know how to use it. And this is what I'm really excited for, to use and then to get to know them even better. Since I got even underline what you said before, the ambitions to upgrade. I really have that ambitions to upgrade. Since getting a PhD in chemistry here in Albania, it's really, really hard, especially in chemistry, especially in general chemistry. We were only a few girls getting this PhD, and I'm really hopeful for this fellowship.
Super.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, fine. Which part of evaluation criteria could be, for your opinion, the most critical for you?
More critical, I don't know, since it's my first time applying for this fellow, but I am opening for even for suggestions. Maybe when I'm going to be ready to present my project, I will send it, and maybe even for a suggestion, since I don't want to say a wrong answer. That's
yeah. Of course, yeah. I think you have to think also on the secondment and also maybe on because this non-academic, I think, cooperation is very I think powerful in your
yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Iona.
Thank you.
Salvatore.
Yeah, I'm here. So
please share with us your brilliant idea. Thank you.
Well, so my main project idea is the formulation of innovative biomaterial that could be suitable for medical application. Basically, we will start from producing a naturally produced biopolymer that is cellulose that bacteria usually produce as one of the main components of biofilm. And we'll try to modify this biopolymer based on the next application. One of the main critical point is for sure the cost of the process, because usually at lab level, the production of cellulose starting from bacteria is using a really high ultra pure carbon source. This make the process costly. So the idea, in order to reduce the cost and to add the value of a free environmental purpose, is to use agro-food wastes of industries, because these wastes are rich in sugar and carbon source that bacteria could easily use for biopolymer production. So the main is a really multi-step project in which a lot of skills are required, starting from microbiology skill, biotechnology skill, and for sure chemical engineering and mechanical engineering skills. So that's it.
I think very, very sophisticated, very sophisticated proposal, I would say, and also very interdisciplinary, important for non-academic sector. So I think that this is important. Do you have in mind also some training program? So what skills, what additional skills you will learn from University of Maribor? I think that this is also very important.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I am a microbiologist, so I am expert in the part of microbiology and biotechnology, but all the parts of chemical characterization, mechanical characterization, and functionalization of the polymer, I have to learn these skills. I have my supervisor, candidate supervisor will be Professor Trek, and as co-advisor, I have the Professor Celestina Gorgieva, that is chemical engineering. So I hope that this cooperation will be useful to improve my skill in this field.
Yeah, of course, it is very typically that all of you spokes on scientific skills, but it is also room for general skills.
Yeah.
So as a researchers, you need also other skills.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that it is very important to put it into your training program, and let's say, as I say, how to communicate with a general public, how to prepare excellent scientific article. So it is not obvious that you know that. So I think that there are a lot of such general things which are important to put it into your proposal. And also having in mind cooperation with non-academic sector, the popularization, communication with general audiences is also very important. Brigitta, I'm quite sure, will tell you later on that in University of Maribor, the European Researcher Night is very popular activity. And there are also a lot of other possibilities to step outside the labs and go to the streets or into the primary and secondary school. This is something which is requested from European Commission, and you have to put it in your and also one thing which is also very important, I think, when speaking about monitoring of your progress. This is one of the criteria under the implementation. It is very I would advise you that you establish and propose some international scientific steering board. Maybe the dean of your faculty or someone from other faculty in University of Maribor and someone from some other countries, to meet twice a year and look what is going with your plan. So are you on the time, or are there some problems? Not only to monitoring, but also to suggest you and to your supervisor what could it be done better and to improve. So I think that this is very important. So even if are only you and your supervisor, but this is the quality grant for European Commission that your proposal will be successful. So I would like to advise you this is very important, I think. Yeah.
So thank you very much for this.
Yeah, you are welcome. I think you're very good, all of you.
Thank you. I would suggest to continue with Rama's presentation if she is with us. Rama, can you hear us? No? Then Madhuri Kaparde.
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you. Please turn your camera on, please.
I'm audible to you now. It is clear voice.
Great. It is great now.
Okay.
Can you present the project idea? Yes.
My project, it is interdisciplinary in the chemistry and some part biotechnology. It is regarding the current scenario, as every country in the world is suffering from the COVID pandemic. So the very important thing is that to use the disinfectants or the masks to stop the transmission of the viruses or the etc. such thing, or other than these viruses, some any other bacteria. So we are interested to design one nano composite with the help of one material which is the base material of my PhD. So that material is having the very porous structure and very attractive properties. One of these, that is the absorption property. So with the help of that material, we will prepare one nano composites with some metals and some other biocompatible materials. So these nano composites will be effective for the preparation of the biomass, which will be definitely helpful for to stop the contamination or of the viruses or any such type of viruses or the bacteria, etc. That's it.
Yeah, very actual, very important and relevant issue. And from point of view, which part of evaluation criteria do you think it will be most critical for you?
As my field is actually my base was I am the post graduation and PhD doctorate from the physics, but later on I have continued my research work in the field of chemistry. But here I have to use chemistry, and we have to study the as the virus, what is the contamination of virus, either it is to reduce it, or what is the effect on our material. So for that purpose, we have to study the biotechnology, and which is the critical part for me, which is new part for me.
Yeah. In this regard, I would like to mention you the very important issue. This is the keywords. So keywords are important not because the keywords describes your work, but also because the keywords are the important for choosing the evaluators. And so you have to carefully choose the keywords which from those fields where you are strong enough. So if you are, let's say, stronger on the field of physics, then put keywords from physics, not from the chemistry where you are not so strong. So of course later on you will explain your interdisciplinarity and combination of different disciplines, but put it on the keywords those where you are feeling strong. So I think this is very important to have in mind this. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
I would suggest that Ben also present his project idea shortly, briefly. Are you here with us, Ben? Ben, do you hear us? No? Maybe later. Then Martin, can you please share with us your project idea? You mentioned something about it earlier, but...
Yes, I already did it last year.
Yeah.
So this year I'm basically fixing it, and I hope that the same people get it this year, and maybe they're gonna be satisfied with whatever I repair. What I'm doing is medieval history, and I realize that's not the most popular part of history right now, which is the first problem that I have. I was gonna do history of administration, meaning each country has an administrative system today in Central Europe or anywhere else in the world. And this system is a result of whatever was happening in the past. And when was this system starting to develop? And in the case of Slovenia and Austria, it started developing in the High Middle Ages, which is what I was trying to start. Now, I guess I wasn't. I had my evaluators had several problems with the whole thing. One of the problems, maybe it wasn't interdisciplinary enough. I'm fixing it now, and I'm emphasizing my connection to law, medieval law or history of law. So maybe this. The second problem that I have is dissemination into the wider, general public. Now, my idea, apart from all this is one of the things that I wrote. Apart from, we're going to do it in exhibition, which is going to be available in Vienna. I was going to go to Vienna, and in Graz, and in Innsbruck, and in Maribor, and in Ljubljana. I was gonna, since I'm also a tour guide, a part-time tour guide, I was also going to use that after the completion of my project and tell my international tourists all about it. Now, I wrote in my timetable that I was going to do that like right after the completion of the project, and somehow that wasn't okay. And I thought to myself, okay, if I write, I'm only going to do it 5 years after the project, the question's going to be, why not after those 5 years? Now, this was too general. This was not specific enough. Like right after I do it, like right after I come back from Vienna, I'm going to start doing it. That was my idea, first of all. One of the problems I also have, and I'm not going to go through the entire list of the problems that were pointed out to me. I didn't agree with all of them, by the way. One of the problems I also have is the gender dimension. The thing is, this is the Middle Ages, and all the administrative officials are men. Now, I would love some of them to be women, but there are no women. So how to fix that? Like, this is one of the problems that I have. I'm trying to fix this. I'm gonna be fixing this in months to come. I'm in contact with my supervisor, which has been very helpful. Which, you know, at first I had problems with communication, but she turned out to be great. I'm in contact with her now. So hopefully the same people get this. And hopefully the same people that, you know, read it the first time are happy with the improvements. I don't know. It's a thing of taste, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's, you know, if somebody likes your idea, it's good. If somebody, you know, at the start doesn't like your idea, then you're doomed at the very beginning. This is a feeling that I have. Who knows? Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for your honest explanation. So yes, I know Martin. Well, last year we met and we discussed a lot of issue, and I remember that the relation with your supervisor was not so clear at the beginning.
But then in the middle of summer, somehow we started communicating all the time, and she turned out to be great. Now I'm communicating with her now.
Yeah. Super. Maybe too late. Maybe too late. I thought you need more than 3 months. Yeah. So I think that this is very important. This connection with supervisor and time availability of supervisor. So I'm happy that the situation is now improving. But I would like to ask you some question, because you have experience how to write a proposal. How would you explain the difference between writing and scientific paper and scientific proposal? So I think that there is a difference. Do you think?
I think that the main difference would be with the proposal, you are advertising it at the same time. When you're writing a scientific paper, you don't have to convince people how good your idea is. You're just saying, okay, this is what I'm researching, and this is, you know, these are my finds, and that's all. And when with this project writing, it's much more about, this is what I'm doing, and it's so awesome. You should support me and you should pick me. And it's advertising. It's trying to sell your idea. Obviously, I didn't do it. Yeah. You know, obviously I didn't do a good job last year, a well enough job last year. So I'm trying. What can I say?
Yeah. Thank you, Martin. I think that what is also very important is the innovation of your idea. So the idea is something which is
my idea is, okay, everybody that does history does political history and military history and maybe, you know, economics or maybe everyday life. But what about administration? What about this? Nobody does that. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but I had to find something new. I had to find something new. And you look at our administrative system, for example, here, and you look at the Austrian one, and you look at the German one, and you say, how did that develop? How did that? I mean, our system is supposed to be similar to the one in Austria, considering our historical development, and it's not. And what happened? And how about that? And then you're trying to convince people